Hey y'all, and welcome back to another installment of my little series, my mostly thrifted home room tours, where I take you through each room of my house and show you how I've styled it using mostly thrifted items. Today, we're in the guest bedroom. I absolutely love this room, and I can honestly tell you about 98% of this room is thrifted. And I did a room makeover on it, and I think I labeled it something about thrifted room makeover. I will link any videos about this room down below in the description box, but let's just get to touring this room so I can show you just how beautiful it is. Welcome to my mostly thrifted guest room. I actually did a video when I made over this room showing how I've decorated this room with mostly thrifted items, but things have changed since then, so I figured I would give you a detailed tour of just this room and how it came about and what my inspiration was, and show you all the beautiful thrifted goodies that I've styled in this room. So we'll start over here on this wall. I painted the room. It was the same color as my living room, that truffle oil, and this room used to just not be my favorite room. I don't know what it was. I just hated this room. And finally, it all started coming together when I decided I would paint it. And this color on this wall is called Modern Safari. Now, there is a two-toned effect. I have this color, and then I have this wall where we made it kind of an accent wall. Instead of doing the whole wall beadboard, we just kind of did the chair rail and down to the baseboards. And then for the chair rail, we used this one with a little bit of a leaf detail. And I love it. It's simple, restful, but it gives it a little something extra. And I don't remember this color, but I will link it down in the description box. But what started this whole theme of this room is this beauty right here. This was James's grandma's dresser, and I love it. Y'all know I love my pieces that have a story, and if they have family history behind it, even better. So during the lockdown, I decided we couldn't go anywhere to do anything, so I took it out, sanded it all down, put a fresh coat of polyurethane on it, brought it back to life. Love it, love it, love it. And that's kind of like inspired the whole look of this room. Now this piece right here, y'all forgive me the cord, I'm going to explain why it's there in just a moment, but this is a hamper I thrifted. I painted it this moss color green spray paint, and I use it to store like extra blankets and stuff, but it's also a great piece to move over here by the bed. If we have guests, they have somewhere to put their phone, a drink, whatever. So I really like that piece, and it's useful. This little gallery wall that I've started, it kind of turned into this. Everything on this wall is thrifted, and I love it, y'all. I just love it. This piece is a recent thrift find, and when I seen it, I just fell in love, and I knew it had to go in this room somewhere. So there you go. Now, I know that cord is an eyesore. I hate it, but when this gallery wall started to take place, it didn't look right to have a print on this end of the dresser and the lamp on the other end. That's how it was originally set up. So what I did was flipped it, and you know, the cord is just one of those, so just ignore it. But everything on this dresser is thrifted with the exception of the greenery and the lampshade. The lampshade was given to me by Sarah, and the greenery is from Hobby Lobby. Oh, and this is from Hobby Lobby as well, but I've had it for years. It's just one of those placemats, and I just love it. But look at all the detail in this old dresser. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my goodness. And then right here, like the detail here. All this detail. Now it is missing some pieces, but it's old. But I don't even care. They just don't make stuff like that anymore. Now my curtains, they are beautiful. I guess I should call them drapes because they are 100% silk. They were thrifted, and I love them. They are lined. They're absolutely beautiful. They are the perfect color. They're like a green. They're two-tone green with the fringe. Just, I mean, it was perfect. My rug is a Dollar General. It's not my ideal rug, but it'll do for now. The bed, y'all. So many of y'all hate this bed, but then some of y'all like this bed. But the reason we have this bed and I cannot part with it is because it has sentimental reasons. This was a wedding gift James and I got when we first got married. And I love it. I cannot part with it. It tells our story. It's part of our history. Maybe one day we'll cover it or rework it or whatever. But for now, you know, it's just part of our story. And y'all know I love pieces that tell a story. So it's staying. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. But, you know, we all have different pieces in our homes that some people just don't understand why. But I guess this will be one of them. Now, the print above the bed, y'all, thrifted. Love it. Love it, love it, love it so much. I can't find anything out about it either, but I love it. All the pillows on the bed are thrifted with the exception of this very front one. This was a placemat that I made into a pillow. This was originally in my master bedroom. Probably seen it in that tour, but I replaced where it was at because I've already changed it up. Put it in here. Now, I know it's a lot of pillows. I get it. But those dark green ones will go on my couch come the fall and they'll stay in there till next summer. So I've just set them in here for now. It's just a place to put them. But I know it's probably still a lot of pillows for some of y'all, but you know, I love my pillows. All the shams and everything on the bed are thrifted at different times. They just kind of just all work, you know. This little piece that I have is like a coverlet. Y'all, it had tassels all the way around it and they were so knotted and matted. So I bought this. My mother persuaded me to buy it because I really was not even going to buy it. But I did ask them if they would take less for it since it was so matted up and it was going to require work. And they did. They come down on it. I got it for half of what they were asking. I think I paid $5 for it. Come home, cut all the tassels off, and I use it as a coverlet, and it is beautiful. I'm so glad my mama taught me into it. And then my little crocheted bed skirt. I got this layering idea from Julie from Thrifter. The crocheted one was a little too short, so I just layered it over the original one there, and it works out perfectly. This throw is thrifted. I absolutely love it. It's got two different looks. You got this look on this side, or you got this look on this side, and it's beautiful, y'all. I love it. Everything from the tray, the books, the doily, candle, and candle holder, thrifted. And it's so pretty. I love this little tray with these little handles. Love that. Okay. On this wall, the majority of what you're looking at, including the greenery, is thrifted. The only things not thrifted on this wall is this window, this cathedral window, and the birds. That is it. Everything else is thrifted. So we'll start here. I love this. And I wanted this room to have like a cottagey, Victorian, English countryside. I don't know. I just wanted it to feel cozy and welcoming and restful. But this cathedral window was another Hobby Lobby clearance find. The mirror was broken. I didn't care. I bought it anyway, took the mirror out, and it was so cheap. It was thrift store prices. So to me, that's a win-win. Now on this wall, those little needlepoint prints, the round ones were purchased together, and the two square ones were purchased together, but they were all purchased at different times. Like I bought the round set one time and the other set a different time, but when I get up close and show you how well they go together, it's like it was meant to be. So let's take a closer look. I love this needlepoint, y'all. I am a sucker for some needlepoint. Do they not look like they were made to go together? I just could not believe it. And so that's how this wall come about. Now, back up real quick. This bookcase is from my childhood. We had this in my house growing up. Oh, y'all, and it was my job to dust it. Yes. But my mother gave it to me, and I love it. It's just part of my history, and I remember having to dust this thing as a kid, and I always had really bad allergies and sinuses, and my mother gave me the job of dusting, and she gave my brother the job of like folding clothes, and I'm like, why didn't you make him dust and let me fold the clothes? And she's like, I don't know, that's just not something you think about. But let me get up close and we'll take a look at these shelves. Okay, top shelf. Everything is thrifted, even the easel on this shelf. The only thing not thrifted is that little plant, and it came from, I want to say it came from Marshall's. Second shelf. The frame I had, but this little print, it's like an oil painting. I purchased it and I put it in this frame, and I love it. They're out in the field picking wildflowers. Oh, it just makes my heart happy. And then look at this doily, y'all. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so beautiful, so old, thrifted. The little basket is thrifted, and the greenery I had, and just kind of put it all together. This bottom shelf is not really decorated, but that is a family picture of James and I when we were dating with Cody and Delana. A silver candlestick and some Hobby Lobby greenery. The candlestick is thrifted, but everything else was not. love this room. It is so peaceful and the colors just make it just so calming. And my mom has actually stayed in this room several times since I made it over, I think. And she loves it. She just talks about how comfortable it is. And I just come in here and just look at it. It's just beautiful. I love it. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I hope you got some ideas and some inspirations, and get out there and hit them thrift stores, y'all. Now, none of this happens overnight. When you are having a beautifully thrifted home, it takes time and years, and it's a process. But I happen to enjoy that process, and I have since learned in my thrifting that I thrift with a reason now. When I first got into thrifting, I would just buy everything that I just loved, and I realized I can't do that because I was ending up donating most of it back because I just didn't have a place for it. So now I thrift with purpose, and I have to kind of know where that piece is going, what I'm replacing with that piece, and very rarely will I buy pieces now just because I love them. Now, I have been guilty of that on occasion, but I always make it work. But hopefully you got some inspiration. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.